G'day guys, Desi here from Seachange Boating at Sanctuary Cove. We are so excited this week because it is the Australian launch of Sionyx Nightwave. We've got a very special guest here that's flown down from the United States. We've got Wilson from Sionyx. Mate, thank you so much for coming down under, mate.
Yeah, you bet.
Welcome to the Sunshine State, Queensland.
Thanks. Great to be here. Thanks.
So, mate, Miami Boat Show, we met you guys and we saw your amazing setup. Now, you've had the opportunity of seeing our setup. What's your first thoughts of Sanctuary?
Oh, we're going to do well here in this market. We feel like there's a great fit. We're going to go hand in hand. Seachange is a great partner. There's a lot of people that boat here in Australia, a lot of enthusiasm for the maritime industry. So this is our
Well,
place to be.
certainly we've seen some jaws drop and some eyes open about the product that's just behind us here. I'm going to cut straight to the chase. The Australian boatie's very pragmatic. They really want to get into the tech straight away. And I suppose the first question that most people have asked us is connectivity.
Yeah.
So this beautiful unit here, which we're looking at a sub-3 price point, is a bit of a disruptor. But the biggest question we've been hearing is, will it connect to my unit? So
Yes.
if you can give us a bit of a rundown on what units they can connect to.
Sure. Out of the box, the Sionyx will connect with any MFD that's out there on the market.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it can stream wirelessly to a mobile device, an iPad, a laptop, even a cell phone.
Yeah, and certainly some of the applications for digital night vision in the past have been for a lot more expensive units on big boats. But this week we've been seeing guys in little center consoles, smaller boats that want to get out early in the dark and return later in the evening. So a lot of guys been talking about that application this week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
It takes away a lot of the stress of coming back in at night, wondering if you're going to hit something, if there's something floating in the water, can cause some really expensive damage. But then on the fun side, you can get out and beat the rush and get out to the fishing grounds earlier.
Yeah.
If you really get into them, you can stay out later and not have to come in before it gets dark. So you can pick up a man-sized object in the water at 150 meters. In the dark. And if you really think about that under ultra low light conditions, that's fantastic. I mean, you can see a gentleman stopped by and said, yeah, I can now see those crab traps that are floating around out there.
Yeah. And look, just for the tech heads out there, and that's mostly the audience that will be looking at this unit, what is the technology you've actually got inside the Nightwave? What actually are we looking at?
Yeah, so it's a proprietary sensor that it's called a CMOS sensor.
Okay.
And it picks up infrared, and it picks up more on the infrared spectrum than the
Right.
naked eye can see in the dark. So it's really quite fascinating technology, almost superhuman.
Yeah, okay. So some of the objects that most of our mariners would encounter, containers, logs in creeks, like we're talking to guys in small boats that are going up rivers, bass fishing, that kind of thing. And smaller craft, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, a gentleman stopped by and he said, now I can finally see those guys in the little tinnies that are navigating without lights, right?
Well, we've left Wilson at the rainy Sanctuary Cove Boat Show and we're off the coastline of Brisbane on beautiful Moreton Bay, and we've absolutely scored a cracking evening. In about an hour's time, that sun's going to go down and we can't wait to test the Sionyx Nightwave unit. We're just going to wait for that beautiful sun to set and we're going to capture this beautiful vision on the Nightwave. Okay guys, in the passage here we've got a tinny in the distance. All I can see there's the nav lights. Let's have a look at the monitor. Let's have a look at the Simrad monitor.
It's a fly bridge. Set. There is no sitting in his driver's seat.